You know, one of the reasons some people don't have joy in their life is because they don't go deep enough with their sadness and sorrow. Now, if you've read the New Testament of the Bible, you know, people are told, have joy, rejoice in the Lord. But listen to what Jesus says here. He says, blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. So what happens to people who don't mourn? They don't get comforted. You know, like what happens in these three occasions of life when someone loses someone that they love through death, or they have their heart broken because of a broken relationship, or they lose their job, have a trip canceled, you know, do they just have joy? Is that how they're supposed to respond? Do they just bury it with joy? Well, if you're going to get to a place of restored joy, your grief's going to have to go deep enough to get you there. A favorite verse in the Bible, and that ancient writer put it this way. He said, the oil of joy for mourning. You know, in other words, did you notice that? If you're going to get joy, you're going to have to mourn. That's why some well-meaning Christians will do more harm than good when they go up to someone who has, you know, lost someone they love, and the person's sobbing, they're grieving in a way that's going to get them relieved from some of the pain, and they interrupt them and they say, you know, come on, just have joy. You know, God will help you. Or someone who has a broken heart, and ever had one of those people say, oh, there's all kinds of fish in the sea, or they're lost their job. You know, oh, where God closes a door, he opens a window. You know, there's some of these simplistic platitudes that don't go anywhere deep enough because they're so superficial. You know, I like to tell people, hush up, hold their hand, do something that is soothing to them, that helps them grieve deep enough that they can get to a place of joy. I remember a staff member whose parents were tragically killed in a car accident, just both of them gone like that. And he came to my place on the way to seeing his family, and I didn't know what to say. I mean, I know a lot of Bible verses, but all I did was just held them in my arms and started to sob, and they sobbed on my shoulders, and we just sobbed together. And years later, I saw him, and he said, you know, that was so healing. What you did there helped so much. You see, so that's what we do. We laugh with those who laugh, but we grieve with those who grieve. That's what the Bible teaches, you know, because when you grieve, you can get to a place of joy. Those who sow in tears will produce joy in their lives. So grieve well and then have joy.